Hi guys, and welcome back to Farming Simulator. This is the road to 100 million. We're here in September, and I would like you guys to officially recognize September as the goat month, because we are going to make some money from the goat milk that we've got piled up in all the goat products. So we've got just over 5,000 liters of all this stuff, which would be pretty good. Now it does have a few different selling points, but I think just for ease of sort of access, I guess I'm just going to sell them all here. I've got a little pallet of wooden beams as well. So let's see how much this stuff all goes for here in the farmers market as we approach the sell point. We got 5,000, then 10,000, and we can't sell the goat milk here, so the goat milk must be sold somewhere else. So just over, I think that's 16,000, is it? Yeah, just about 16,000, which is pretty good. And I just have to figure out where is the best place to sell the raw goat milk. The raw goat milk is best at the dairy, I think. So let's tag that place. Where is the dairy? Don't tell me it's over there. Oh, it's behind us. Is that our dairy? I think that's tagging our dairy, isn't it? Oh no, cool. Alright, well then let's put those back on and go and get these ones sold. So it's a busy month. September's a busy month. I've been doing a bunch of harvesting. I've been doing a bunch of field work, contract work, but there's a lot to do on our farm as well. So today is going to be the month that we plant some stuff in our fields. We've got to plant the wheat, or sow the wheat I should say. And then we also need to fertilize and get our yields up to 100%. So it's a busy time. Make sure there's no cars coming. There isn't, so we can cross the road safely. Brilliant. And then also we have a bit of work to do. We're probably going to have to purchase a hoe, because it is time to make sure that we can weed our fields as well. So let's sell this goat milk. That's another 10,000. That's awesome. 10,000 for that is fantastic. I didn't think I would get that much. $44,000. We are ready to go. So I apologize if I still sound a bit nasally. I've just got a bit of a flu that I just can't shake. But I feel good enough to be able to make a video. So let's make a video for you guys for now. So $44,000. That's a lot. Considering I think I was on 17 or something before. So we've made nearly 30k from all of the products that we've just sold, which is just fantastic. Including the wooden beams, of course. And we've got more on the way. More well on the way. If we get more in October. The best price for all this stuff is actually in October. It was pretty close, like it was within sort of $10-20 now, so I was like, oh well, there's no real sort of harm in selling it. I may as well. It means there's less stuff to do in the next month, so we can get that done. Right, time to do some fertilizing. Let's get this on the way. I hate how it always does a weird little field thing, doesn't it? Like it just doesn't. Oh no, I don't want to turn that on yet. Okay, hang on. No. What do I want to do? I want to firstly not wreck all my field. I want to do a big U-turn so I can go right down the middle here. There we go. No, that's not it, mate. Right. Okay, that was a bit painful. Sorry for the silence. That was a bit painful as I tried to fertilize the chickens. Please tell me this field needs fertilizing. Yeah. 50% and 100%. So yeah, we'll fertilize this. I just wasted a bit of fertilizer doing that, but that's okay. We'll go all the way down here. And then we'll do a bit of reversing, because there's an invisible wall there that's pretty close, so we don't want to wreck it. And hit the H. Then turn this on, fertilize this end. The good thing about having small fields and now having this big fertilizer spread is it's really easy to get this done. So I'm looking forward to using this on the big field as well. I might have to go and purchase some more fertilizer though. I am pretty bad at turning it off at the right time, let's be honest. That is something that I need to work on. But that's okay. That's okay. There's always something we can improve on. But we're going good for now. Let's put this on as well. I just pressed the wrong button 13 times. And then we've got probably one more course down the middle, I reckon. It doesn't look any different. Normally the field behind is like darker. Oh, I guess it is getting a little bit darker. It might just be the clouds overhead that are throwing me a little bit. And we'll just go right down the middle for this last one. Somewhere around here. I think we might need another one. Yeah, I might have missed a spot right there. No, I think it's good. I think it's good. Cool. We sort of do this one by hand. The AI worker doesn't really like this field, so it's better just to check in here. How do I check? Soil composition, fertilized. Yeah, we missed a little bit down by the front of where the chickens are, so I'll just go get that bit. But we can finish up here and call it a day, even though we've got all these weird crop circles coming in. I really didn't do a good job when I plowed this field either, but that's okay. Sorry chickens, you guys are going to get some fertilizer now, but it's all in the best interest of this field. Brilliant. And this field has... oh, it's got nothing planted. Interesting. Did I just waste my time fertilizing it? No, because it was at 50%. Was it at 50% before as well? Maybe it was. Am I losing my mind here? Maybe it was. So we need to plant something in this field. Now this is obviously going to be wheat, which is why we've been waiting. September, wheat. It's time to sow some wheat in there, which will be fun. And then over here, as we drive, as you guys can see, I need to purchase a weeder because we need to get rid of those massive weed fields in the middle there. So this is only 75% yield, 77% yield, which is fine, but it does need to get rid of the weed, the medium weeds. So if I go over to the shop, we want to go to soil yield improvement, not soil cultivation. Where is it? Weeders. And we want to buy this guy. Pulls out small and medium grown weeds between crops. That's good. So we could get that one. Could get this one. That's only small though. So probably should get the medium one. Improving the field state. First stages. That's only small. So we really want this medium one. So I think that's what we'll be purchasing today. So that we can get this field sorted. And then, just quickly, let's go over. That is a lot of weeding to be done there. Let's go over to this field, because this is canola as well. Oh no, this is going to be wheat. Or should this be canola? No, we've got that big canola field down there. This should be wheat, so we can feed the chickens for the whole time. Because I think we're going to run out of barley for this month as well. For this year. So, yeah, this will be another wheat field. So we're going to plant the 2 wheat fields today and get them all both fertilized. So this can stay here for now, this little fertilizer tank, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to head over to the shop and we'll get the weeder. And I actually might do that with the other tractor, because this tractor is the only one that's able to pull the power harrow. So that's what we need to obviously get these 2 fields sown. So maybe I just wasted my time fertilizing that field, but I thought, I don't know, I thought that you could be 100% fertilized before you put anything in, but maybe not. Alright, so let's go grab the power harrow, which is not over here, so I've got to go figure out where that is. Okay, so it turns out this thing was already here. So I am going to set this to AI worker, and hopefully this can sow my field full of wheat. I guess it must be starting in the middle for some reason. Whatever, let's just make sure that it is going good. Yeah, that's definitely wheat being sown there. Fantastic. It needs rolling and it needs weeding. So we'll be able to go and do both of those things today. I'm here at the shop because we are going to purchase the hoe. So it's about time. I've been trying to and ah about this thing for, yeah, a long time. It's now ours. We can do small and medium weeds, and I just got an achievement. This is my weekend vehicle. Yes, I need each and every one of these. Brilliant. So I will get the hoe, and we're going to go and do the canola field first, and then we'll do the other 2 wheat fields that we're going to be able to sow today. So yeah, it should be pretty good. I hope, actually, I didn't even think about this. I hope the John Deere can pull this hoe. It cannot. Okay, I need a bigger tractor. I need a bigger tractor. I need a bigger tractor. Oh no, I need a bigger tractor. The thing is, the Challenger... Okay, I need a bigger tractor. Right. I was going to make an argument about, well, you know, we don't have any money or whatever, but I need a bigger tractor. That's just the reality of the situation. I can't afford a large tractor. That's just stupid. I need another medium tractor. Probably looking at getting maybe a white. That's around that good price point. Could go on AgroStar. They look funny. They do look very funny. Jeez. John Deere 6 Series is crazy expensive. Puma do tractors? No, it's a case. That's okay. What a voucher. We could get a Massey. But I think, to be honest, we need the white one. So, 58,500. Now, I know I've said in the past, we can't get a second loan. So I really need to work off enough money to pay off this loan, because if I could pay off that loan, then we could basically be able to purchase a new tractor. So this thing should be able to slide on over, and maybe once I get it down, I'll be able to pull it. Let's see if it's easier like this. Oh, it is. This is way easier. Can it pull it? Yeah, it can. Alright, so I just need to drive around. Oh, no, it is doing wheel skids now. I need to drive around with this thing completely. No, even then it's still hard. Look at this. My tractor's like wheeling all over the place. Alright, no. No, this won't do. I need the Challenger to be able to pull this, which is okay. That's okay. Because we'll have to make do. It's time to get another tractor anyway. I have all this machinery. You know, of course I would have to get another tractor at some point. Rather than watching me try and wheel skid this all the way back to the farm, I will just skip this part, and I'll probably go get the Challenger to finish what it's doing, and then it can come over here and purchase this. I didn't plan on going this way. Ah, what a nightmare. What a nightmare. Alright, let's end this nightmare. Okay, so while we wait for the Challenger to become available, I figure we may as well fertilize this field. We need to do it anyway. It's not going to make a difference whether we do it before or after the weeds, so who cares? Just to confirm, we do have canola all planted down here. It's got a 75% yield bonus. This has got 100%. Maybe I already did fertilize this. No, I kind of. Maybe that just one little bit has 100%. If I go to soil composition. Yeah, nah, this definitely needs fertilizing and weeding, so that's fine. So we can come through and weed it afterwards, but for now, we may as well use this. Now, I might have to go and purchase some fertilizer midway through here, but let's go and see if this is the time. We can always just run to the shop and get some. That's fine, not the end of the world. See, why wouldn't that do the edge? There you go. Now I can do the edge. Alright, let's do it. And this will be a quick little time lapse for you guys. If I do have to go and get some fertilizer, I'll just cut it out, and then you guys can just see the time lapse. So I'll be back in a moment.
Well, the morning came, you said it will. You said the bad will go away, but I'm feeling it still. I think I need to get out of this bed and go out for a walk to clear my head. I suppose that I'll be better off alone. We'll be just fine on my own. Used to call you home, but now I'm just addressed unknown. Just throw away my favorite sweater, go on and burn my stupid letters, and box up all my things outside your door, 'cause I don't live there anymore. 'Cause I don't live there anymore. Still hit me like a freight train. I wonder if I'm capable to walk away this pain. I'm thinking, should I just go back to bed? Or is there anything that I can do instead? Suppose that I'll be better off alone. We'll be just fine on my own. Used to call you home, but now I'm just addressed unknown. Just throw away my favorite sweater, go on and burn my stupid letters, and box up all my things outside your door, 'cause I don't live there anymore. 'Cause I don't live there anymore. The more I think about it, the more I'm getting sure about it. So hear me through, I'm done with you. I suppose that I'll be better off alone. We'll be just fine on my own. Used to call you home, but now I'm just addressed alone. Just throw away my favorite sweater, go on and burn my stupid letters, and box up all my things outside your door, 'cause I don't live there anymore. I
guys. And what's happened is basically we've done a bunch of cultivation contracts. We fertilized and rolled all the fields, and it was just a lot of field work to do. I didn't want to do it all on camera. So yeah, we're just now going to use our hoe for the first time, and look at it. Look at it. There's weeds beforehand. There's nothing afterwards. This is perfect. And it's probably not maybe the wisest of purchases. I could have maybe got one of the ones with a bigger working width, or something that could have been pulled along a little bit easier. But I am confident that this was still a good choice, because I don't really like letting the weeds get to the later stages. I usually weed them all at the very beginning before I even plant anything, and then if they need to be done throughout the year, we can do that as well, as long as I get on top of it. And we shouldn't actually ever need something like a sprayer, because it won't get to that stage. So I'm hoping that, especially at this stage of the farm where we don't have that many fields, I can just work this all using the materials that we have without having the need to spray any herbicides. So I know that's expensive. We don't have the equipment or the materials to be able to do that. So it just makes sense to be able to do it this way, right? I did miss a little bit here. Let's just go back and get it. But yeah, so quick little update. This is obviously the canola field. We're going to be using this with in conjunction with the mill that we've got over there to make canola oil, which will be pretty fun. And then we've got the other two fields, which we both are going to be, we decided are both going to be for the chickens. So we planted wheat in both fields, and that should be pretty good. I'm an hour about planting something else, maybe barley field, but it just makes sense to do the wheat. And yeah, I think it's same. It doesn't really matter whether it's wheat or barley. Both are going to go to the chickens. And if I have any left over, then the wheat sells for more than the barley, so I may as well get the higher selling price, even though it has slightly less yield, I believe, per hectare. But that's fine. So yeah, we've got all the arable stuff done and dusted, and we're heading into the months of October, November, December. Now, usually this would be a pretty quiet time. I'm probably going to do a few contracts, a few wood transportation ones. I haven't done them in a little while, just to get the bank balance up. We do have a $55,000 loan that we need to repay. But that's not the only thing that we're going to do heading into winter. We are also going to be able to sell all our produce. So there's going to be some that are going to be sold in October, some in November, and then anything else that gets left over is December and January, because that's the best month for produce. That's the best month for things like grains as well, cereals, any crops that we've got left over. Basically, we'll be able to sell them all towards the end of winter, and then hopefully that should be enough to wipe the financial debt that we need, and then we can get going again in the new year. With a new project, a new loan. You never know what we could do. I'm thinking maybe we do some spring crops, and when we do some vegetables, we could finally come around and do some vegetables for ourselves. Maybe we get a loan to get all the vegetable equipment, and we could plant them in the spring and then harvest them again when it comes around to sort of this time next year, I guess. That could be the way to go. But yeah, we also have to care for our animals, so I'll finish off this little mini segment by doing a bit of grass care over there on our big grass field. Because yeah, that's ready to harvest, so we may as well get that done and dusted and out of the way. And yeah, this has been a pretty successful first time using this hoe. Now I don't think I need to actually do this. No, so we're at 97% yield. Truth be told, I don't know how to get 100. See, this is 100, and this is 97. So maybe it's something to do with the field, because I've plowed one and I haven't plowed the other. I'm not sure. If I go into this, it isn't really much help. It's mulched versus not mulched, but I don't know what that means. As far as I'm aware, I don't need to do anything. I've missed a few spots here and there, but it looks pretty good to me. It looks pretty good to me. I don't really know what I've missed out on, so I'm not going to worry. But I am going to do the weeds for this field as well. I don't know why I actually folded this up, because we need to do them as well. So yeah, let's take a little recap just before I do all this. So this needs fertilizing, which I will be able to do with a fertilizer spreader. I may as well weed it while we're here, and quick autosave, but I'm fairly certain that the top one needs weeding too. If I go here, yeah, this one needs weeding. Weeds are growing here, so I may as well weed this field too. So that looks like this will be the last little activity for the end of this episode. Maybe we don't do the grass care. I know we do the grass care every single month, so I'm happy to sort of do it off camera and skip it for you guys. It must be getting a little bit boring. And all the while, in the meantime, we've got our other worker that's doing a cultivating contract on field number 7 and earning us some cash that way with the small John Deere. So we're going good. Now, I do need another medium tractor, especially with all the machines that we've got now. it just makes sense to be able to get another tractor and invest in a few more things. It also means that throughout the winter I can probably do 2 or 3 sets of contracts at a time instead of just the one that I've been doing before. Theoretically, if we get 3 tractors and I've got nothing to do on my own land, then there's no reason that all 3 of those tractors shouldn't be doing contract work and getting us money that way. So I think I'm leaning towards the white tractor because it's the cheapest one. I already have a Challenger, even though it's sort of second-hand owned. But I do think getting a new tractor will just be worth it, especially having to save money on all the services and stuff that we need to do for the owned ones. So I think that's the way I'm going to go. Probably once we sell off once we pay off the loan that we currently have, we could look at getting one of them as well. In the meantime, I have taken care of all of the animals as well. They've got water, they've got food, they're healthy, they're well looked after. I do also need to consider, is it worth selling one of the goats? We could very well, or maybe not one, maybe a couple. We could sell some of the goats. Now, they did just make us a bunch of cash. So maybe we can check the price of goat milk and see when the next time would be to be able to sell that. Because, yeah, the goats are like 16 or maybe even 17 months old now. So we've had them a long time. It could be time, as they get to 18 months, it could be time to genuinely move them on, sell them, and then start waiting for our new goats to sort of be born, I guess. They can reproduce, and then obviously we can then profit from the new babies as they give us goat milk, and they also increase in price. So, yeah, that could be something to do. This thing is flying along. Oh, it's because I haven't dropped it. Oh, well, okay. Well, I hope there's no weeds in the middle of that field there, but I'll wrap this up, and we can very quickly head over, and I am lazy, so I'm just going to go like this. We're going to check the cows and the goats. So these guys are good. We've got silage in here, that's fine. These guys, if I go over to this one, I guess we can start with the cows. The limousines, they are very healthy. They're reaching 80% productivity. I wonder if they'll reach 100. Maybe not, because I might need TMR to reach 100, but if they reach 80, that should still be fine. They've got plenty of water, plenty of meadow grass, plenty of silage, so I'm not worried about these guys. The goats are, yeah, pretty healthy. Reproduction, 40%. I wonder what that means. Adults that are healthier and older than 8 months can reproduce. The numbers in brackets refer to the effectiveness of the respective food. Okay, cool. So these guys are fine. They've got plenty of meadow grass. They don't have much goat milk because we just sold that at the start of this episode. So we've got 43 of these. We could sell a few. Like if I need some cash, we could sell a few. And maybe that's the way to go, to be honest. Let's check the price of goat milk. We'll do some live on-camera calculations, right? I need G. Goat milk. Here we go. So the best price of goat milk is in January. So probably makes sense to keep them to produce as much goat milk as possible so that when it gets to January, we have as much as possible to sell. We've got the bottled goat milk going in the dairy, and we've got the goat cheese going as well. So we could, if I move over to the dairy, here it is. We've got a bunch of goat milk in there. I think I might stop the goat cheese. The reason being, if I deactivate this and change this to selling, we should get a little bit of cash from these 31 litres. It'll just be easier if the dairy only has one product being produced. I think it that way it can put all of its cycles into goat milk. So it can have 14.4 cycles per month instead of having to share it with the 96 cycles of goat cheese. I think it just makes sense that way. Goat cheese might be more expensive, but it's just probably easier. I think it's one dairy per product is the way to go. So that's the goats. The chickens are going very good. They've got, they're 10 months old, 368 of them, plenty of food. They've got, 2,000, they've got 5,000 litres of grain. And if I check my grain, I've got 5,800 of barley as well. Now, does that include the ones in the chicken coop? Or is that all of it? No, so that's 5,600. So I think that's in the silo. I'm pretty sure that's in the silo. Maybe we have some more. I might need to buy some more. But we do have a bunch of canola as well. Now, I think we can sell that canola because it's getting to the point where this mill just isn't producing quickly enough. So if we go down here, I mean, we've got 2 fantastic pallets to sell there. I find it easier to view it from this screen here. 11. No, where am I looking at? Sorry. Yeah, so this has already got 2,000 litres of canola oil ready to go. So 2 more pallets on top. and I could load it up a little bit. So maybe that's a task that we can do. We can get in our little big, it's not the little trailer, is it? It's the big trailer. We can get in the big body. We can go load up some canola and bring it over to the canola mill. We only need 9,000 litres, so that still leaves us with a bunch more to be able to last us throughout the rest of the year. So I was leaning towards selling it, but actually, if we have a use for it throughout the year, if I can use that whole, if we fill it up now, get to 9,000, and then maybe fill it up, potentially, halfway or something later on in the year, then we could turn all of that canola into canola oil, which would be more profitable for us. So probably the way to go. At least that's what I'm thinking at this stage. So let me head over to hoe this field, and we can finish off doing this. But in the meantime, should we just check if there's any contracts? I don't think there is. These are all ridiculous contracts that I don't have any access to. We could do a couple of playing ones, but I think I might do them off camera. Contracts are pretty boring. We had the first maybe 4 episodes was just doing contracts, so we really want to work on our own fields this time around. I think the next improvement to this area when we get over to it is probably to... Oh yeah, I need to fertilize this as well. Oh no, I think I did. Yeah, I did. I finished fertilizing, and we need to now do weeding and then head back over. But the next improvement is probably to get some more warehouses here so that we can double down on our lettuce produce. Let's lower this. Lower, and let's do some weeding. Alright. This should be nice and quick anyway. But yeah, we already sort of spoke about maybe getting a large greenhouse when we get some cash to spare. But at the minute, it's probably not the priority because we just want to double down on everything that we already have. So that's the way I'm looking at it, and that's probably what we'll stick to. Let me do this guy. I don't know if it's worth doing the headers. When we have things like yield improvements, I don't know if it's worth doing the headers. It probably, to me, just makes more sense to go up and down in all the lines, especially since it's quite an easy field to access. But I don't think we need to worry about the headers, so maybe we just stick to going up and down. But it's pretty quick. I'll tell you what, this hoe and maybe this challenger working together, it makes the field work much easier. Much easier. So, yeah, we're going good. All right, I won't show you guys the rest of this. We'll just cut back. There'll be one final little bit of work on the grassland area. We'll do that together, and then we will call it a day for this this short episode. We've had a couple of long episodes to come up with last time round, but we'll do a couple of short ones this time, just to sort of balance it out. So yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Alrighty guys, so we're just going to be picking up all this hay. It is time to make a bunch of hay bales and add them to the shed. So we've tedded this, we've dried the grass, we have windrowed it, so now it is just time to pick up the rest of this in the baler. It is a big job, it's a big field, so I think you guys will have to excuse me because going forwards I'm definitely going to be skipping this step. It's just too much to do. And too much to do on camera. There's like 4 steps to this. I can just sort of get an AI worker to do it and automate it. We could potentially just maybe pick up the bales or something. That could be a thing. But yeah, going forward, this is just too much work. But that's okay, because we need it. This, after all, this is all going to be stuff that feeds our cows and our sheep, and we've got plenty of them already. I do think I've got a lot stockpiled, but I've not had a winter yet. Obviously, going into winter, the meadow grass disappears, so I'd be interested to see exactly how much food I need to feed all the animals. Yeah, considering this will be the first time that we get to experience that. So I've got a lot stockpiled. I don't think we'll be in any danger of running out or anything like that. So the cows and the sheep should be healthy, and we could potentially even look to expand in the future as well, especially with this grass field. But for now, I think I'm just going to keep them, and there might be a time that comes pretty soon where we can start to think about actually selling all of these. But otherwise, we can maybe just hold on to them, see if we can fill up that shed, and then go from there. Probably a smart idea is just to hold them and see what we need them in the future for. Because if we get a cow barn, or if we get a TMR mixer, both of those things require obviously hay and silage and straw. So I also need to make some space for some straw too. But that's all stuff that we have available for us. So that's the way to go. That is definitely the way to go. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys very much for all your support. And there's been a lot of new likes, new comments, new subscribers watching all the videos. I do appreciate you guys taking the time to comment and to watch them all. It makes it pretty fun for me to keep going. And yeah, the road to 100 million is not going to stop anytime soon. We're currently at just a measly $16,000. I feel like every time that we've said it in the, this is episode 34 now. Every time that we've said it, we've always been below even just 100,000, let alone like a million or 100 million. But once we get ticking, you guys know it'll be a pretty easy job to get some money into the cash flow of the farm, and to inject some cash into us with all our produce and stuff that we can sell. So it's just a matter of getting set up, and we're doing a good job of getting all that to happen. So yeah, looking forward to seeing this series continue to progress, and hopefully be able to use all the machinery as well that the game has to offer too. So it's always a long-term series. It was always going to be a long-term series. So if you guys are in it for the short term, then look, you're still welcome to stay and check out the videos. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a bit of a grindy series. So that's just the way I like to play. I play the game slow. I like to enjoy it and see everything that it has to offer. So that's the plan with the rest of this series. But look, I could stick around with you guys and get all these bales sorted and move them all in the shed, but we all know that that's a pretty boring job. So why not come back next episode where we're going to be selling all the produce, selling the eggs, and going through winter, and hopefully making as much money as possible and seeing if we can repay that loan. That's the plan. I'm sure that's more enjoyable than just sitting around here watching this old John Deere drag this bear along and see if we can collect all this hay. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, if you guys could consider leaving a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing for more, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, until next time, bye for now.